Murder is the most deadly game. These three criminologists play it.
National emergency.
As you know, this lever controls the arming of 10 megatons. With a radiation fallout that could cover half the world.
Yes, sir? A slight emergency?
There's only one man to cope with it. Find Derek Flint.
Scholar, scientist, philosopher, and world traveler.
Derek, darling, what are you doing in Moscow?
The usual thing, my love. Flint battles insurmountable odds to save the world. On the most fantastic island in the Caribbean, James Coburn, Lee J. Cobb, in like Flint.
Unfamiliar with murder, but it never ceases to anger me. So I would not hesitate an instant to embarrass your government with this assassination.
But it seems you have hesitated. You've come to us. Why?
Because I suspect American intelligence committed it. You were once with American military intelligence, so you would know about such things.
I was with military intelligence, and I do know about those things. The question is, how do you know about those things, Mr. Hodak?
It's a good question.
I've dossier on all of you. On you, Miss Smith. On you, Mr. Arcane.
Don't trust it. We may have planted it.
Perhaps. Only perhaps.
You still haven't answered my question.
Why have you come to see us instead of going to the police?
Because American intelligence will contrive with the police that the assassin will never be known. Your dossiers say you are all expert and discreet.
You got the good dossier.
Why should American intelligence murder Carol Danilou? The paper says he was a minor clerk.
He was one of our espionage agents. And we know him to have been in contact with an agent of American intelligence.
Now, that's reason enough for you to commit murder.
See, Mr. Croft does know about such things.
It is a challenge to criminologists.
Possibly.
Then you accept the case?
There'll be a slight pause, Mr. Hodak, for a silent caucus.
Name your fee.
It'll be exorbitant.
Naturally. Here. Dossier, photographs of the men and women our government suspect of having murdered Donahue, all present at the fox hunt. the Libenes of my country, often at the consulate visiting Danalou. Perhaps out of loneliness. Suspect. Tully Stewart, host of the Fox Hunt. Danalou was there at his invitation. Suspect. Tom Motley, Stewart's dearest friend. Professor of military history at the university. Soon to be best man at Stewart's wedding. Suspect. Brian Walker, highly placed in American intelligence. Danalou's contact. Suspect. Do you know him, Mr. Croft?
Perhaps. Only perhaps. Maybe not at all.
Mindy Costa, fiancée to Tully Stewart. Suspect. Sometime hostess, sometime house guest at Tully Stewart's mansion, Loch Raven.
You're naughty. I'm wondering whether I should spank you.
Try. Cop out.
No.
Do you want to see where it happened?
Well, what happened?
The murder. That's why you're here, isn't it? Come on, I'll show you. I'm Mindy.
You know, you're on the list of fox hunters, Mindy.
Oh. Did I frighten you just now?
No.
Mostly I do things to create a stir. Often very senselessly. Who are you?
Croft. Jonathan Croft.
You have a lovely look about you, Croft. Then you know that, don't you? The man was found dead over there. Croft! Get the bird.
You get it.
Croft, you're a sneak.
But now I know, don't I?
Yo! I could have been waiting right over there when that man made his jump, couldn't I?
And you wouldn't have missed either, not you, huh?
This clump of trees would have done it, I think. Lead him to his approach. He jumps in at the peak. I'd toss the rifle down in the gully over there where it was found, get back on my horse, circle around the oaks, and then ride through them, join everybody else as they gather around that dear little old dead man. Oh, I could have done it easily. Do I create a stir? After Tully and I are wed, I'll be true for only a year.
And Tully's your fiancé.
Mm-hmm.
And the host of the fox hunt?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I ought to talk to Tully.
He's gone.
Gone? Where? Don't you know where he is?
Yes.
Well, then where is he?
If you take me. good man.
Why?
Well, he gets things done. Elevators come as soon as he pushes the button. Besides, I'm glad that he's staying on till after the marriage. He's a sobering influence on my man. Who races $50 cars for a $10,000 bet?
Help me get him out of here. Still breathing.
You don't know me, and you wouldn't know it to look at me, but I've done some pretty incredible things. I'm no Goliath, and I made the President's All-America team. You just have to run, jump, pull up, sit up, and throw a softball. Do giant things. Try out for the President's All-America team at school. Maybe you do know me.
Ever have one of those mornings at the office when the world seems wrong because you're not feeling right? Mister, you've got the blahs. So you take Alka-Seltzer because it has a little something for the little things that bother you. A pain reliever for your headache, alkalizers for your upset stomach. Alka-Seltzer for the blahs.
You've been through an explosion. There's not a scratch on you.
Not even heartburn.
You were very macho out there today. You know that?
Very what? What does that mean?
Look it up.
Jonathan, I'd like your considered opinion.
Go.
Why do you think it happened?
Well, Tully said that it was his own stupidity that caused the accident. He just lost control, and he was very uptight about it.
A mechanical failure could have been arranged by someone who wanted him killed.
Well, I've got a mechanic checking that because somehow I thought you'd ask that question.
Very thoughtful of you. What'd he say about Donaloo?
Nothing. Donaloo was just a guest, like all the rest, drawn from a list of friends and a social column. It's their lifestyle, he said.
Then what we know is this. Donaloo, double agent, killed with a hardware store rifle, untraceable. His American contact, Brian Walker of American Intelligence.
Very intelligent, those intelligence boys. Ever alert, ever daring. Were you like that, Jonathan, when you were in the service?
What I was mostly like was underpaid.
Do you mind?
Oh, sorry.
Lily Benesh, a friend of Donaloo's, visited him frequently. The fact of her suggests possibly not espionage, but a crime of passion.
Passion. Very good suggestion. Passion. Yes, I think I'll check that out.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. And then there's Tom Motley, college professor, upcoming best man.
Well, may I see that photo again? Well, well, well. They weren't like this when I was in school. When I was in school, they were all nuns.
It'll be a change.
They're officers, aristocrats. Came into battle with their own horses, their own tents, their own valets. With camaraderie with the enlisted man. The design was to confirm him in his own feelings of inferiority. Seeing the officer's privileges broke him down more, made him fear them more and obey without question. In tomorrow's lecture, the historical annotations of the effect of this upon the French strategy of massive frontal attacks at Borodino in the face of point-blank Russian artillery. Class dismissed. Please never come to my lectures. You distract. You blow the mind.
Well, it's such a beautiful mind, Professor.
There are those who'd argue that.
Just flunk them. Just in case the students get restless.
Visual aids. Rifle weaponry of our late wars.
How are you at visual aids?
Expert.
Good. Do you have another class right away?
Soon. Not right away.
The campus is lovely. I understand you're going to be Tully Stewart's best man.
Tully is my oldest friend. Platoon buddies in Korea. Then he paid my way through college. Let me race his cars, introduced me to the beautiful people.
Ladies.
Of course. You really are more lovely than is necessary.
Not about me, about you.
Somehow what's about me is also about Tully.
I'll try to keep that in the background, out of focus.
Tully has whims. Right now it's racing cars.
Before that?
Divorcees. Before that, airplanes.
Before that?
Let me see. Before that, battlefields.
Well, that's certainly something you would know about.
Tully and I must have toured every battlefield in Europe together. Flanders, Verdun, the Spanish plains where Napoleon fought. Amsterdam.
How long ago was that?
About 10 years ago. The Ardennes Forest, well, you name it.
And between classes, there was fun.
Much fun in Rome. And Copenhagen. And London.
And marriage will, as marriage does, break up the team of Tom and Tully.
No. But it was almost over today. He came that close to getting killed.
You saved him.
With a man named Croft. You find all this exciting?
What?
You're not a casual visitor. You're an investigator.
Does it show that much?
The questions are so innocent. So subtle, like you. Once more, do you find investigating me exciting?
Yes.
But it's not that I'm so fascinating. It's who killed Donnelly.
Well, it's a little of both.
Ever been helpful?
And charming.
I've got another class. I'll turn it over to an assistant.
No. You've got wars waiting. You'll find a secret code in the glove compartment.
I looked. You know me?
Brian Walker, U.S. Intelligence. A memorable face.
Thank you. Your car or mine, Miss Smith?
Are we going to interrogate each other?
Oh, no. Nothing like that. We'll make it really memorable. We'll make love. At your service, Miss Smith. Anytime.
Jonathan Croft.
Who?
Jonathan Croft. I'd like to talk to you about a countryman of yours, Danilo, and the fox hunt.
Come in.
Thank you.
I'd offer you a drink, but I got so startled when I heard you knock. I dropped... look at this mess. Do you always startle women like this?
I try to.
I have some wine. It's very sweet. I've been drinking it. I've been so nervous. Please.
What are you nervous about?
I have a gun, a pistol, and I put it somewhere, but I can't find it. Well, I find it. We'll talk. You come to visit, and that's very nice, and so we'll talk. Sit down.
Thank you. Do you keep the pistol loaded?
Hmm?
The gun. Do you keep it loaded?
Yes, but I don't want to talk about it. I find it. Let's be pleasant.
All right. Are you enjoying your stay?
Yes, very much. The store's very elegant, very nice. And everybody has a lot of money to buy, and everybody has a car. Perhaps I haven't been told the truth about capitalism.
Are you planning to stay long, Mrs. Benish?
What?
Are you planning to stay long?
Miss. It's Miss Benish. Lily Benish. Did you really think you came to call on a married woman? Hello? Yes? 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 It's Miss.
Hands up! Hands up!
Well, now, whose lovely little girl are you? With your big blue eyes and your real wedding dress and your big gun?
Pow, pow, pow!
Well, now, wouldn't you like to trade? For a candied apple? Peppermint stick? Some halibut? Come on, give me the gun, huh?
Hands up! Hands up!
I'll tell you what. You give me the gun, and I'll tell you some stories about trolls and princesses and...
Pow, pow, pow!
She was only playing. It was only a game.
Just a toy. Cap pistol.
Svetla, this is Mr. Croft. Come here to Mother. Now you run along and play. Svetla, say goodbye to Mr. Croft.
Goodbye.
You really have to handle this to know that it's a toy.
We make exquisite toys in Czechoslovakia.
Then this toy is not the gun you were looking for. Is that right?
Oh, no, I found it under some little silk things when I was getting dressed. It's a very small gun.
Why do you need one?
Oh, a woman alone. And there are so many lonely men in the country. Searching.
Miss Spanish? That was your daughter, wasn't it?
Svetla, yes. I'm a widow. And you are a very curious man.
Why do you say that?
attractive, and very curious.
So are you. Now let's talk about the little man who was murdered on the fox hunt.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely no talk, but small talk and silly little words. To us.
Absolutely.
Say something silly and I laugh and we'll have a good time.
I don't think I want to handle that. Goodbye, Miss Banish.
Really?
Sorry.
You're always welcome here.
Thank you.
In our nation's capital is the largest and most modern crime detection organization in the world, with facilities for constant training of agents. Thousands of dedicated men and women process, collate, classify, and file every fragment of criminal evidence. This is the FBI. Each week, we bring you a story of the unceasing war against the greedy and vicious forces that wage war against you. In this war, there can be no truce. In this war, there can be no ceasefire.
They've started a test flooding of all the feeder outlets.
We're not going after them.
Defending you are the men of the FBI.
This is the FBI. Come out with your hands in the air.
I'm Ephraim Zimbalist, inviting you to join Philip Abbott, William Reynolds, and me every week on the FBI.
The Most Deadly Game will continue following station identification.
Wanted to be a doctor. Oh, too tight? A little. You're gonna have to stand a little pain. But my grades weren't good enough. Pardon me. Take a deep breath. Oh.
Poor baby.
Oh, that hurts when I do that. Well, then don't do it. See how much better it is when you breathe normally. You're gonna have to stand just a little pain.
Well, he can.
What did you come here for?
I've got a cracked rib fetish.
C's and D's in the sciences, straight A's in the humanities. The sense of accomplishment, isn't it, repairing bones? I'll be right back.
Hey, you know that scar you got in Maracaibo? It's puckering.
How do you feel?
Well, if you want to know the truth, I don't know why I do this.
The horizons, John. The adventures. I think I'm quoting you.
Some horizons, an elevator.
But with a power failure at precisely the moment you ride it. That gives the setting another dimension, doesn't it? Who else can say he got a thrill on an elevator and not need a psychiatrist?
She came out of that bedroom a different person.
Darling, what woman doesn't? I mean, really.
The telephone call she didn't want me to hear, the transformation from drab to...
You know, she was playing a game with you, that's all. You just didn't know it.
Yeah, but something went on during that telephone call. She wanted me to stay, just long enough so that the elevator...
Here, take a couple of these if the pain gets too bad. And get some rest. Vanessa, Lily is definitely a key. You should really have a heart-to-heart talk with her.
Croft, you are beautiful. Mend.
It said that Lily Benish had a date every Tuesday. Thank you. Strawberry soda for you, martini for me.
Well, that's just nifty.
Lily Benish is a boozer, and if you're going to start drinking with her this afternoon, there's no sense in starting early.
Now, isn't it a little early for you to be drinking?
Crack ribs and martini? Now, how can you top that? Where were we?
You were saying that the switchboard operator at Lily's apartment house told you that every Tuesday she goes somewhere for an appointment.
The beauty parlor, 4 o'clock, right around the corner from here. As a matter of fact, you'll be coming back here to do your drinking.
Now, why is it the switchboard operators are forever giving you everything you want? Ah, don't say it, I know. It's your great connections.
Connections, right. You will be careful.
I'll be careful.
No, I'm not kidding. This is a dangerous bunch that we're dealing with. An intelligence agent who asked you to go to bed with him without even a handshake?
Well, maybe he was just in a hurry to get a little spying done.
Well, what about the teacher of war, Tom Motley?
Well, him I consider dangerous. He's very attractive and he knows it. And he sends off these vibes, see? And I'm a woman and...
And he's involved in the murder. As is Tully Stewart, who almost got killed in a burning car.
Dangerous?
Well, violence seems to happen around him.
And what about that girl with a shotgun, Mindy?
Now, she might be the most dangerous of all.
You felt her vibes, huh?
Look, what I'm trying to tell you is that all these people have something in common. A murdered man named Danilo. Somehow, somewhere, and this includes Lily, some part of their lives crossed. Something happened. Some breaking point that caused one of them to be a murderer.
Come to think of it, you know that man who came from the consulate?
Hodek.
Mr. Hodek. Now, why would he come to us, present us with a list of suspects? How could he narrow that down to 5 from a fox hunt that perhaps had 25 people?
Now you're thinking. Therefore, when you pick up Lily, remember that she's...
dangerous.
And be...
careful.
Thank you. You're not going to have time to finish your soda.
My check?
I owe you from last week at the drugstore.
That's right, you do. Here.
Vanessa? You really look lovely.
And where was that?
In Prague, where I come from.
Prague. Beautiful, beautiful Praha. I met a man there once, and he was beautiful.
I'm glad.
Prague is beautiful in the autumn.
Fresh and clean. And the lakes, oh.
I was just passing through, but I stayed 2 months. Do you know I can't even remember his name?
Maybe it's best.
Oh, his name I remember. I really remember. Ezio. Ezio. Oh, Ezio. And you know, you broke my heart.
It must be wonderful to have your heart broken in Venice.
Mm-mm. No. He really broke my heart.
Oh. I had a lover once.
What happened to him? You threw him out, huh? Good girl.
No. I married him.
I could cry. The thought of washing a man's socks.
Here everybody has a washing machine. In Praha, I had no machine.
Your husband was a Czech?
American. Both of them.
Oh, beautiful.
My husband and the man I should have married. Both of them.
Both of them American. And you married the wrong one.
Who knows? The one I didn't marry, he loved me. Loved me.
And your husband?
Who knows? But very handsome. I'll show you. My husband.
Oh. Still?
Oh, yes.
Tully Stewart. And still married to her. Immediately, I wondered about the child.
Yes. How old did you say the child was, Jonathan? Lily Benish's little girl.
8 or thereabouts.
That times out perfectly. That's when he was in Europe touring the battlefields.
Did you find out where Tully is?
In honor of Tully Stewart, cocktails at Wardian Room at 5 o'clock, dinner Regency Room at 8 o'clock, Moreland Hotel.
The gentleman will be standing up to the aspic in about 10 minutes.
That's all right. Just. I am. I'll bet you can.
Hello again. Oh. I wonder if you could help me. Looking for, Tully Stewart?
So are we all. He should be here.
Well, then why isn't he?
Cocktail party, suite upstairs. Tully got a little, Let's go get it. No more arranging stag parties. The rituals involve getting a best friend married. Tull! Hey, Tully, we're ready for you.
Bellhoff, we have a friend that's missing here. The door's bolted. Could you help us?
It's all right. I'm with the party.
Okay.
The door is bolted from the inside. There's another door around the corner.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mindy, what is it?
Motley?
Tully, breathe. Breathe. Breathe, Tully. He won't. He won't.
The practice of medicine is a demanding profession. Few men live lives of more devoted self-sacrifice. Mark that spot.
Yes, Doctor.
I'll get in touch with him right away.
Marcus Welby is a general practitioner.
family doctor with 25 years of experience.
All right. We'll take care of that.
Stephen Kiley is Dr. Welby's young colleague. Open. He is bright, serious, and genuinely dedicated.
Why do you young doctors today never smile? Makes the patient feel he's really sick.
Relax, Dennis. This is just a routine examination. You're not going to die yet.
Robert Young stars as Marcus Welby, with James Brolin as Dr. Stephen Kiley. On Marcus Welby, M.D.
How dare there be an event to which I'm not invited? How dare they celebrate the eve of my wedding and I'm not there? After all, I'm Mindy, and I create a stir. So I crashed the stag party. Tully was drunken. My bridegroom was drunken. I asked them to take care of my baby. Tully, my baby. My pussycat. I laughed. I thought it was funny. I'd been drinking, and I thought that it was funny. They took him into the bedroom, and they put him in the shower, and then they all left.
And then what?
It seemed like a very long time.
And then what?
I waited. And then I called to him. Tully. Tully. Tully.
That would be the police.
Got it.
What floor?
5. One suite left with the exact configuration of the murder suite. Right underneath. Rented it for the night. Checkout time noon. Plenty of time.
You seem excited.
Locked rooms are such wonderful puzzles, Vanessa.
What grades did you get in locked rooms at the criminologist college?
incomplete. I'm still trying to work out the one on my final exam. What a wizard my professor was. I just read the other day where he broke out of jail. Vanessa, sit here. Now, get up and walk around. You're waiting for Tully. You've been drinking a lot of champagne. You've still got a thirst. Champagne table's here. Pour yourself another drink. Okay? And that's how it could have happened. As simple as that. Locked rooms and all.
I don't agree. I just don't agree. I would have noticed.
Maybe.
Well, I still think Mindy could have done it. Not somebody else, because she had the opportunity and she had the motive.
Darling, Mindy adored Tully. Why would she want to kill him?
Well, if you were getting married tomorrow and somebody told you that your fiancé already had a wife...
I'd be relieved.
Not Mindy.
We seem to have forgotten we're dealing with two murders. The one at the fox hunt and the one tonight. We must operate on the premise they're related.
Okay, let's eliminate Mindy. That means it's somebody at the party, one of the stags.
Which one of them fits all the facts of the murder?
I still don't think he had the opportunity.
Of course he had. Let me show you how again. The guests put Tully in the bedroom. You're Tully.
I'm Tully.
And Mindy stayed out here. Then the guests left. Vanessa, you're Mindy and you're smashed. So you stay out here.
I want to watch.
Okay, but remember, Mindy was out here and this door was closed. Now, you've had your shower and you're getting dressed. Now, this door locks automatically when I close it behind me. He'd have a key because he arranged the whole party. You, Tully, would think nothing of it because he was your friend. And probably Tully said something about his having the red coat, but we'll never know. Now sit on the edge of the bed and pretend to be putting on your shoes. And back here, and this, and kills him.
Stands up, faces his murderer, and falls on the bed.
All right. Now, he bolts the door because he's got a prime suspect in the sitting room. And how's she going to explain away being alone in a locked suite with a murdered man?
He puts on the bellhop's jacket and does what with his own?
Perhaps wraps it around his waist under the bellhop's coat and walks past Mindy.
As I did.
Right. Vanessa, stand over there and reel a little bit. Indulge me. Make this seem credible.
I refuse. Consider I'm reeling.
All right. He walks from the bedroom out past Mindy, perhaps carrying something or other from the bedroom, something or other a bellhop would carry, and out, and the deed is done. You're both highly observant people. On the way up to this suite, you must have seen a bellhop or two in the lobby, in the elevator, or wherever. Describe him. Either one of you. In a hotel this size, the bellhops are ubiquitous and anonymous. So if we say only one person fits all the facts of the murder, I also say this is how he murdered Tully. He was dressed as a bellhop. He came from that bedroom, through here, past Mindy, and out. She'll never remember it as long as she lives.
And got the bellhop's jacket where?
I've no idea. If you wanted one, where would you get it?
I suppose I'd steal one out of the locker room or bribe a bellhop.
I'm sure.
Okay, that's it.
Where are you going?
Loch Raven.
I don't think you should.
Why not?
Jonathan, please don't make me act like a mother.
And don't act like a mother.
Well, then, let me be casual. What about your cracked ribs,
What
Jonathan?
about my cracked ribs? I consider myself lucky. He tried to kill me, didn't he?
Yes.
Imagine having someone like you for a mother.
Why did you let him go?
Because I understand anger.
I suppose you also understand stupidity.
Of course. The matter becomes highly personal. To even a score, the courage, the virility involved, the self-esteem. You don't understand Croft if you don't understand the importance of these things about him. That he has the youth to carry them, I envy. All right?
You tried to kill me, and that doesn't sit too well with me. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. Hello, Lily.
Good evening, Mr. Croft.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to end your drama, yours and hers. 10 years ago, when you were in Europe, you met Lily and fell in love with her. But you, had to get pregnant. With Tully. Was that before or after the marriage? Oh, it doesn't really matter.
After.
You killed Danilo. Because he found out that Lily and Tully were married. He was gonna blackmail them, and that would have ruined your grand scheme. Isn't that right? Oh, no, no petty blackmail for you. You wanted the whole bundle. Murder Tully and make Lily a wealthy widow. Isn't that right? Then what was your plan? Were you gonna marry Lily after she got the estate?
Will you do that, Tom? Will you marry me?
Go on, talk to the lady from Praha. You weren't gonna pull Tully out of that burning car, were you? I spoiled it for you when I dragged him out, isn't that right? Come on, talk, tell it.
Generation gap, huh?
The Most Deadly Game will return in a moment.
Aren't we lucky that there are gutsy young men willing to put their dreams, their principles on the line, ready to take risks, knowing they might be hurt, but taking them anyway?
Well, aren't I supposed to be emotionally involved? Aren't I supposed to care about my client?
No. Just defend her.
The young lawyers.
Objection, Your Honor. He's a man who is not dissuaded by those cautious souls who say, hey, I don't want to get involved. It's not my responsibility. I think I ought to have my head examined.
You were involved. You were protective, outraged, frustrated.
Do you know what a hard fact is, Aaron? I mean, without opinion, without sentimental bias.
Lee J. Cobb, Zalman King.
Well, there's our case.
And Judy Pace. Out for justice in The Young Lawyers.
Lovely. Fantastic woman. Oh, come now, you can commit yourself that much. After all, she saved your life. She did, you know.
How?
She made me follow you. After I very eruditely explained to her that one shouldn't intrude on a young man's act of courage, kind of like having two matadors in the same bull ring.
Well, how did she convince you of that?
She was worried about you.
You were worried about me, huh?
Will you turn the page?
How does this man provide income protection for himself and his growing family? And this man? And how about this man? As well as this one? What income can this man and his family count on if he can't work for a year or more because of illness or because of severe injury, on or off the job? Or suppose one of these workers, man or woman, dies. Who helps support the family and sees the children through school? Who offers all this protection in one package plus old age retirement? Yours Social Security. If you think Social Security helps when you retire, you're right. But it's also something you can depend on now. Whenever you need information on Social Security's 4 insurance benefits, contact any Social Security office.